kick off. We've got a couple of items lined up. The first one is a bit of poetry, so could you please put your hands together for Nick Wollstonecroft.
Alright, just some background for the Perth people. Every Wollstonecroft wedding, our Nanna writes a poem for the people that are getting married. So she does a little bit of background research, and Jake's in here. So I'll just read this out for you. Jake was raised on a farm. He was reckless and bold. Drove a car into town. He was just 9 years old. He loved his pet goats. Out of a bed he would creep and be found in the field with the goats fast asleep. He's a carpenter now and a maintenance man. Bought a house to fix up as he knows that he can. He has a good job and the money's not bad. He has to say that because his boss is his dad. Jake's very sporty, gets out and about, but always gets injured. 9 times was knocked out. Then he injured his knee and his heart filled with fear when the cruel doctor ordered no sport for a year. Jake was in Mexico, there with the boys, and received a bad gash on his back. The boys, they all viewed it and then super glued it, and soon he was well back on track. Jake went out surfing with Jess on his board. He returned and he looked quite a sight, washed up on the beach with his board snapped in two by a wave, though not a great white. But no way could he sit on the sand watching the waves from the shore, so he scrounged up the cash to the shops made a dash. He could surf now for just 1 day more. Like Jake, Charlotte's sporty, likes Oztag and skis. She's generous and helpful and just likes to please. She speaks loud and fast and can play the euphonium. She's organised, bossy, and can cause pandemonium. There's not many mishaps that we can recall, though years ago, in her car, she did hit a brick wall. She has a nice voice and just loves to sing, and she does work in legal, so law and order she will bring. Now, Charlotte's been living in Perth for a while, and perhaps it's addled her brain, for she and Jake flew like a bird up above, and they jumped out of a plane. Don't worry, Jake said, there's nothing to dread. View's great on the ground we'll meet. Although Charlotte was shaken, some pictures were taken, and she landed right down at Jake's feet. And he went down on his knees and said, "Marry me, please, and we'll live then as husband and wife." Here today, we've all guessed the answer was yes. They're together the rest of their life. And if God is your focus in all that you do, and as you walk to his kingdom in love, and you keep God in mind, then you always will find that blessings will flow from above. Love, Pa and Nanna.
Thanks very much, Nick. For our next act, I'd like to call forward my best mate, karaoke king, Sam York.
Alright, so it's a bit of a tradition that the Yorks have in the Smiths, with me and Lockie. We write songs for siblings' weddings and close friends. So if you want a song written, you've got to be my close friend. Alright, so we usually just rip off a tune. So the first one is probably going to get a bit hectic at the end, but the first section is to the John Williamson song, Three Sons. Kick it off, Lockie. Jake's into carols, his mates all are too. From Jesse and Fraser and all the way through. And you scarcely will see him outside of daylight. He goes to bed early and he sleeps through the night. He's tight with his money, wouldn't lend you a dime. It's not his idea, then it's a waste of his time. And I pretty much taught Jacob all that he knows, except for the fact he never used Oh, Jake used to run round the farm in the nude. The only thing he would wear was an old pair of shoes. And every so often when we had some guests, he'd slip on his Rossies so he'd look his best. He got sent down to Perth to go to high school. Attended sports class and woodwork, and that's about all. Spent half of his time building houses with me, and the rest of the time he was down at the beach. Jake's into surfing, we've been on some trips, and he tells everybody that he really rips. But if he ever stands up on a wave, it's a fluke. Because when it comes to surfing, he's an absolute kook. Oh, Jake used to run round the farm in the nude. The only thing he would wear was an old pair of shoes. And every so often when we had some guests, he'd slip on his Rossies so he'd look his best. Now Jacob and Charlotte are husband and wife, and Jacob has landed the catch of his life. And she makes heaps of money, so Jacob is glad. It means one day soon he'll be a stay-at-home dad. Jake's into Charlotte, his mates all were too. Tom Shaw and Kilgus, to name just a few. To be honest, we're not sure why Jake was the one. Had stiff competition, somehow he won. Get it, Locker. In the bridal party section. This is for my crew from WA, who hopped onto a plane and flew all this way. I see you wearing jackets so that you don't freeze, cause my goer in winter is -degrees. And they put the wedding at the end of school holidays and pretty much doubled the profit to Qantas Airways, cause half of the guests are from interstate. Had to sell a kidney just to make it all this way. Jake's life is exactly as he had planned, because he's bought himself some land. A house in High Wycombe cost him all of 20 grand, and he's been working. Got a kitchen from IKEA and some curtains. Through the hard rubbish piles he's been searching. Got some couches and an old broom, a stool and some chairs, and a table for the front room.
Looked around for girls the same height. He couldn't find any, so he just said she'll be right. He looked around, she was out of his league, so he just got down on his knee to plead. Charlotte, will you marry me?
He's got really weird taste buds. Tomato sauce and coriander's what he really loves. Puts it on his mac and cheese when he wakes up. Even puts Vegemite on his mashed spuds. Licks his fingers clean, bad habit. Then he licks his plate, no manners. Then he met this girl called Lottie, hasn't changed a bit. Still grotty's gotta mow that so bad, looks like a drowned rat. It's so sparse Joe Goodwin saying, spent so much time overseas on a ski trip. Took him 7 years just to finish his apprenticeship. Since the age of 3 he's been trying to match me. Used to follow me around but he always took a back seat. The song's pretty harsh though, I'm kidding, you're alright bro. This is for my peeps and the freaks in the front row.
There you go. Thanks very much, Sam. Now the moment we've all been waiting for. I'd like you to welcome to the stage the new couple, Jacob and Charlotte York. that on?
Testing.
Oh, good evening, everyone. I'd firstly just like to say that I'm a very lucky man to be able to stand up here next to my new beautiful wife. We would like to thank everyone for coming today. You all mean so much to us and have played a massive part in our upbringing and our lives. To all the interstaters, we know that it is a long way to travel and quite expensive, and especially when we put it on a perfect weekend, the end of school holidays. So we do truly appreciate it. A few other people we would like to mention and thank. Lockie for doing an awesome job as MC and keeping us highly entertained. You've always been a great mate and we look forward to spending more time with you back in Perth. Jack Casey for all your creative help with the invites and the flowers, and Micah for the sound and tech, and Zach. Thanks also to the caterers and helpers for the delicious food, and lastly a massive thanks to Charlotte's parents for the use of their property and all their hard work in organising and setting this beautiful day up. I would now just like to say a few things about the groomsmen. First of all, don't they look stunning? Nah, just jokes. We all Thanks all boys for agreeing to be here today. You're all great mates and I'm really glad that we've been able to spend time with each other. So thanks for that. First of all, Matty boy, you're a fantastic brother-in-law. I love that you're part of our family and bring a sensitive side to Ari. And you sure have produced some cute kids. I really enjoy spending time with you and wish you would move back up to Perth. Benny Dodson, aka the Bloodhound. Yes. I know we don't get to see each other heaps, but whenever we do, it feels like nothing's changed. You still point out every flaw, and your honesty never ceases to amaze me. I love all of the memories we have made from our trips, and I hope you're still thankful for the first class flights I got you back from America. Shauno, your enthusiasm on our phone calls is second to none. Nah, but I actually do enjoy them. You're a very kind and generous mate and always up for a surf and a laugh. I look forward to more surf trips and plenty of catch up with you. Sammy, somehow in life I have always ended up being the guinea pig for all your crazy ideas. I think you are to blame for a few of my concussions. I never used to question things like being towed behind a motorbike doing 80 on a thin metal sled in a gravel paddock in nothing but jocks and a helmet. Special occasion. Oh, you lot did your best to flip me off, which they did. But despite your great manipulation tactics, you've always been a great brother and did a lot for me when I was younger. We don't always see eye to eye, but deep down I do respect your opinion and enjoy hanging out with you. Very deep down. No. Natty boy. We used to be the two short blokes, then you grew and I shrunk. I love your sense of humour and your consistency and your love for the truth. You're the funniest bloke I know, and I love spending time with you. Also, just letting you know that I'm still saving up to repay you for the time when it was raining and you asked, am I good to merge? And without looking, I backed myself and said yes. Didn't end well. And there's Jesse, my new brother-in-law. If ever I need advice on anything or just want to kill an hour without talking, I give you a call. No, but actually I really do appreciate being able to call you up and have an honest conversation and hear some Jesse wisdom. I enjoy discussing the truth together and like hearing your point of view on certain things. I love how pumped we both get over surfing and I hope that never changes. I've loved getting to know you better over the past 3 years, and I'm really glad we're in the same family. And speaking of being in the same family, Charlotte is now just going to say a few words about her family and the bridesmaids.
Okay. Okay, hello everyone, to my bridesmaids and my family. Thank you all very much for being part of today and a massive part of my life. Kiri, I'm going to start with you, as the rest of my bridesmaids fall under the family banner. You are what I would call loyal, honest and godly. We are great friends and I absolutely love spending time with you, even though lately it has been not very often due to your international living. We are never afraid to talk openly with each other, and you're often the first one I will call when I need someone to talk to, and kind with good advice. I have great memories of our time in England and France together, our multiple Adelaide end of years trips when we were younger, Toowoomba Bay relaxing and Mulgoa weekends with multiple cups of tea. I'm so glad you're back in Australia, and I can't wait to make up for the last 2 international years. So moving on to my family. Zach and Sarah and Noah. I'm very glad that at least one of the married siblings have ended up staying in Sydney, for the time being. Zach, thanks so much for being so welcoming to Jake and making him feel like part of the family. You've always been a helpful, kind and funny brother. I'm thankful that you used to drag us out to the paddock when we were younger to make up your cricket, soccer and various sporting teams. You also caught yourself a great wife. Sarah, thanks for agreeing to be one of my bridesmaids today. I love that you are my sister-in-law and a very happy addition to the family. I love spending time with you as you're always so enthusiastic, positive and affectionate. Jake and I love hanging out with you both and can't wait for you to visit us in Perth. Fraser and Amy, we have really appreciated all of your help with the wedding, even though you've been sick, and we love how you've been there for us over the past few years. Fraser, thanks so much for making Amy so happy. We love having you in the family. You are such a kind, generous and a hard-working guy and a real example for us to look up to. Amy, you are my best friend. I love calling you and hearing your sisterly advice. I loved growing up together and our nights of piano and singing, the late night chats in the bedrooms with all us girls squished on one bed, our discussions around God and life and our endless cups of tea and chocolate. You are kind, thoughtful, funny, generous and hospitable, and I wish we lived in the same state. Fraser and Amy, you're such a happy couple and we enjoy spending time with you. Jesse and Emily, way to start with you two. No, we love you both. Jake and I have often considered moving to Adelaide just so we can hang out more. Jesse, you are an interesting brother-in-law, often confusing and hard to understand. But you've always had time for us, have good advice, and are very hospitable, and we really love the commitment from both of you to the truth. Emily, you're the lovable sister. You're always upbeat, cheery, easygoing and kind-hearted. Despite a rocky start, I love sharing a room with you and often miss the fun we had. It's nice that you bring a soft side to the family, and this is especially evident in your love for Noah and Chuck. Jesse and Emily, we love hanging out and we are hoping for many more holidays and adventures together. Sally, Salsa. When I was thinking of what to write for you, I ended up just jotting down a whole bunch of words and phrases, so I thought I'll just read them out. Funny, witty, sassy, often give people a run for their money, kind-hearted, always questioning things, contrary, helpful, complex, homebody, hookworm, piano player, and the family entertainer. Sally, I love having you as a sister and think that it is going to be hard to find a boy good enough for you. Sam, otherwise known as the child. Thanks so much for welcoming Jake to the family, even though he beats you at table tennis. You were a great little brother growing up and have turned into a kind-hearted, slightly vague and forgetful, funny guy, and even managed to find yourself a lovely girlfriend. Chloe, we look forward to getting to know you better and can't wait till you can make it to a family holiday. And lastly, Mum and Dad. Now, where to start? First of all, a massive thank you from both of us for everything that you've done today. Thanks for the hours of organising of marquees and chairs and food, etc., and for all of the work on and around the property. I know that we've had a few weddings here before, but that doesn't make it any easier. There are lots of things I want to thank you for. Thanks for having 6 kids. I loved growing up in a big family, in a busy, raucous house with lots of noise and laughter and opinions. I especially love it now when we all get back together with all the plus ones and kids and spend time together. I truly miss living away from you and the family, so this makes it even more special. You're both some of the most kind-hearted, hard-working and generous people I know. These are characteristics that both Jake and I look up to and want to make sure that we develop. Mum, you're the greatest. I want to be like a mum like you one day. You're kind, beautiful, caring and hospitable. You're always happy for us to have friends over, and I can remember multiple occasions where we would call you up from a study week or something and say we're bringing over a friend, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and there was always lots. You're definitely the moral compass of the family. You too, Dad. And it's such a great example to me of how important complete honesty is, kindness, and always putting others first. Thanks for the endless mothering duties, from driving us everywhere and yelling from the sideline of the sporting fields, to being the nurse when we were sick, to having puppers and chats on the couch, to giving us great life advice. Mum, you've given so much of your time to me and others over the years, and I thank you so much for this. Dad, I was lucky to have you as a dad growing up. You were fun, adventurous, loving, active, and would do anything for us kids. You made sure that our family was God-focused, and you were always actively involved in the ecclesia and made sure the family was too. I love everything about you, from your op-shop clothes only policy to your serious sideline sports coaching to your planned family hiking adventures where would often end up lost in the bush at dusk with wild pigs. Slight exaggeration. You always put time into us kids, and I have fond memories of family nights, great holidays and a happy, fun home life. I think that you're one of the most generous people I know and never hesitate to give up your time and energy to people who need it. Jake and I respect you and really look up to you and the way you've led our family. Mum and Dad, thank you so much for raising me in a family that was loving, fun, happy and focused on God and committed to the truth. I love you both so much and thank you for everything you've done for me over the past 24 years.
Thanks, Lottie. I just want to say a few short words about the Yorks. First of all, Ari, you're a loving sister, even though sometimes you have a short fuse. You're super kind, and I love how generous you are to Charlotte and I. I loved exploring the farm together when we were younger, and how everyone used to think we were twin brothers because I cut off all your hair. I can't wait to spend some time with you and Matt and the kids down in Albany. Jeff and Bob. Jeff, you're such an awesome brother, awesome brother-in-law and a hard worker. I don't know how Bobby managed to snag you, but I'm super happy she did. You're an asset to our family, especially in the height department. Bobby, I'm sorry I was such an annoying little brother. I know you hated the endless bouncing of balls and hockey practice in the house. That didn't mean you were allowed to try and pour a boiling pot of water over me. Because I stopped you. We really enjoy your company now and look up to you and Jeff. You and I are very similar in a lot of ways, Bob, so we need to stick together against the rest of the family. Sam and Laura. Laura, thanks for being a great friend to Charlotte over in the Wild West and always so hospitable and welcoming. You must be a very patient person to be able to put up with Sam. Sam again. Thanks for all the memories growing up, mate. I wouldn't be the man I am today without you and all the mischief we got up to in our teenage years. I look forward to plenty more adventures with you guys. Mum and Dad, thanks so much for all your help today, and thanks to Dad for marrying us, and thanks a bunch, Mum, for doing the little honey gifts. We really appreciate those. I can't thank you guys enough for how welcoming and loving you've been towards Charlotte. When it comes to being hospitable and easygoing, you guys definitely set the benchmark for what we want to be like in our marriage. Mum, I can't remember how many times I would rock up with mates and you would happily make a bed for them and feed everyone. I love how helpful you are and sometimes seem to know the answer to everything. And even when you don't, you'll make something up. I think this must be where Sam gets it from. Growing up, you did everything for me, including even a few assignments here and there. Okay, all of them. You're super caring and put a lot of time into all us kids and grandkids. You're very selfless and will often drop everything to help someone out. Or if you can't do it, you will offer my services or Sam. Thanks for all the time you spent with me at hospitals, and sorry for adding to your grey hair count with all the injuries over the years. But Mum, you're the best and I love you a lot. Dad, you're so generous and helpful it blows me away. Anytime I ask for your help with anything, you immediately drop what you're doing and help out. I loved growing up with you on the farm. And how much you taught me about farm life. I love how much effort you put into kicking the footy of me and driving me all over the countryside to football matches and tennis tournaments. I can't believe how much you and Mum sacrificed so that all us kids could have a great education. And made sure we got to every camp and ecclesial event possible. It has clearly paid off because now I have a beautiful wife out of one of those camps, but also a real love for God, and we thank you for bringing us up in such a godly home. Sorry guys. I know that you would rather be on the farm still, Dad. Oh, sorry. Thank you. But thanks so much for giving that up and doing such a good job of running the business in the big smoke and keeping me and Sam in a job. I don't think Sam would have one if it wasn't for you. I loved all the holidays you guys took us on and all the time spent together. I hope we can join you for many more. And you guys are an amazing example for Charlotte and I, and we love you a lot. Lastly, we would just like to say a massive thanks to our Heavenly Father for making this day possible and for being with us throughout our lives. We know that everything comes from Him, the blessing of our family and friends, and our hope of the coming kingdom. Thanks everyone for coming today. You're such a big part of our lives, and we love having you. We've loved having you here, and we hope you'll all come and visit us one day in Perth. Thanks.